Welcome to Pilates Weight Loss Workout for Dummies. I'm Tracy Thompson. Pilates is a great exercise for toning, strengthening, and defining your entire body. It is also a wonderful way to help you lose weight and burn fat. I've designed 2 easy-to-follow Pilates segments to get you into a calorie-blasting zone. The first segment is a 20-minute standing series of Pilates-based movements that'll get your heart rate up and help keep your weight down. The second segment is 15 minutes of classic Pilates mat work, but with a focus of flowing movements to burn even more calories. To get the most out of your Pilates workout, I want you to focus on 2 important factors: proper alignment and your breath. In addition, I will be showing you variations on many of the exercises. Basic if you require a more modified version, and challenge if you are ready to pump it up. As with all our For Dummies workouts, you'll see these helpful icons. The jargon alert gives you plain English explanations of perhaps unfamiliar terminology. The remember icon points out general concepts you don't want to forget. The caution icon is used to keep you out of trouble by alerting you to common mistakes. And the tip icon highlights helpful hints. Here's what you'll need to get started. Wear comfortable clothes you can move in. Bare feet are best, and have a mat nearby for the floor work. Ready? Let's begin. Before we get started, I want to go over those 2 key factors I mentioned earlier. Proper alignment. Stand tall. Draw those shoulder blades down your spine and engage your navel to the spine. This engages that powerhouse. This is where your strength and your control stems from. Breathing. Make sure you breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And it flows with every movement. Now throughout our workout, I use a Pilates stance. Let me show you how to get there. Stand with your feet in parallel. Now ever so slightly just turn your feet away. Open only as wide as you're comfortable. This will release the quadriceps and engage your glutes, hamstrings, inner and outer thighs. It's a more stable position. Let's go into our breathing. Take your arms overhead as you inhale. Exhale, lift your heart. Now spinal stretch forward. Then release those arms to your side. Flow it in. Exhale, release. Spinal stretch forward. Bring those arms back down and place them by your side. 2 more.
Oxygen helps you burn calories, so always breathe fully and purposefully.
Great. Let's take that out to a wide stance. I'm going to add a little variation here. Let's take those arms overhead as you inhale. Exhale, lift your heart again. Now just circle your arms as you bend your knees down. Lift up and bring it around. Good. Remember that core. Draw it in. Exhale, release and lift your heart. Down and up, just creating a little bit more heat within those legs. 2 more.
Pilates not only helps you meet your weight loss goals, but also improves your stamina, flexibility, and coordination.
Great job. Let's step back to that Pilates stance. Now that we're all ready to go, let's go ahead and move into our side steps. We're just going to step and bend our knees, alternating sides, hands on your hips. Let's go. Step and bend, then back together. Step and bend, back together. So think of squeezing your glutes and inner thighs. Let's do 4 more.
Never lock your knees. Instead, keep your knees softly bent to protect your knee joints.
Great. Now take 1 more step out, bend those knees, and add a little pulsing action here. Drop those hips down and up. This is just creating more heat in those legs, burning more calories as we grill that heat up in our bodies. Let's do 8 more.
Always think of drawing your navel to your spine to ensure your body is in the correct position.
And let's shift side to side. Side lunges here, just shift and shift. Good. Now make sure those knees are tracking in the same direction as those toes. Engaging your powerhouse, stand tall. Let's bring those arms in 2. Good, let's add a little bit more heat here. Bring it across the body and extend it out.
Regular cardio exercise not only helps you lose weight, but also reduces stress.
4 more. Great. Now just take it over one more time and hold that side stance. Extend those arms, elongate that spine, and breathe. Now let's rotate that body. Release your back heel, lift it up. Press that back heel towards the floor and stretch into those calves. We're going to prepare that body. Stand tall. Bring those arms down. Bend that back knee underneath. Tuck that pelvic just slightly, stretching into that hip flexor. Make sure you're standing tall and engaging that spine. Good. Let's go a little bit deeper down into a runner stretch. Elongate that back leg out, lengthen out through the spine, and stretch through the head and neck. Draw the navel to the spine and breathe.
To modify this stretch, try placing your knee on the floor.
Good. Now step that back leg in. Draw that navel to the spine and roll it up. Good. Now let's step back to that Pilates stance. Hands on those hips. We're going to repeat this series to the other side. Get ready. Here we go. Step it out. Down and in. Engaging the core. 4 more.
Keep your knees in the same direction as your toes as you lower your tailbone toward the floor.
Now take it out and do those pulses. Pump it down and up. Breathing, building up that heat. Starting to get that temperature up, burning those calories. Great job. 8 more. Let's add those lunges. Shift side to side. Make sure you're tracking those knees in the same direction as those toes. Now, Pilates is all about that strength through the center, but also moving the other parts of your body. Stay centered. Let's add that arm and bring it across the body. Across and reach. Building up that core strength right through the center. Good, last 2. Now hold it over to that side lunge stance. Stand tall. Think about stacking those shoulders above the hips. Good, now let's pivot that body. Lift that back heel up. Stretch back in that calf stretch. Again, shoulders stacked above your hips. Now release those arms down. Tuck that back knee under. Open up that hip flexor a little bit lower. Great. Stand tall and breathe. Let's reach for that floor into a runner stretch. Down a little deeper. Elongate that leg. Elongate that spine. And hold.
To avoid injury, always make stretching a part of your workout.
Step that back leg in. Draw that navel to the spine. Pilates spinal roll up. Engage all the way up. Great. Now step back to that Pilates stance and just take a nice breath here. Now let's add more movement, creating more heat in the body and burning more calories. I'm going to demonstrate Pilates plies. I'm just going to step out, bring my arms overhead, and step back together and squeeze. I'm going to alternate to the other side. Let's do 8 together. Here we go. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. Good. Big flowing movements here create more heat in that body. Let that breath flow with every movement. Let's do 4 more.
For help with balance, try using a chair for support.
Now we're going to build onto this. Add a double squat. You're going to go down, arms come to a T, back down, and in. Down, press up and squeeze. Make sure you contract those muscles. The more you apply to it, the better the results. Nice, long, lean legs. Good. Press down, up.
To get the most out of this exercise, focus on keeping your body upright and standing tall.
Okay, building on. Adding an outer leg lift, creating a balance pose. Here we go. You're gonna go down, lift up toward balance, drop back down, and in. Other side, down. Balance, good. Good, so the element of balance creates more heat as well in the body. Down, lift up, down and in. 4 more.
To simplify this exercise, you can eliminate the arm movement by placing your hands on your hips or using a chair for support.
Okay, last one. Now I want you to step your feet together, bring them in parallel. Raise up onto the ball of that foot. Watch me for one. I'm doing a Pilates spinal twist. Exhale, inhale. Exhale and inhale. Let's do it for 16 together. Arms out, stand tall, navel to the spine, let's go. Good. This is a breathing exercise. It's meant to get rid of that stale air within the lungs. So ring it out. Exhale, inhale. Great job. 8 more. Good.
When you're ready for a challenge, try raising your foot to your knee and focus on engaging your core for increased stabilization and balance.
Nice job. Last one. Bring it back to center. Lower those arms. Our legs are in the perfect place for prancing like a horse. Let's alternate those legs. Alternate. Good. Stretching those calves out and activating those calf muscles. Stand tall. Okay, we're gonna add those arms in. Here we go. Bring them up. Lift and down. Lift. So keep that movement flowing. Pump it. Squeeze. Stretch those calves. Last one. Great job. Let's open those feet back out to that Pilates stance and repeat this series to the left side. Here we go. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. Contract those muscles. Stay focused and concentrate on the areas that you're working. Stand tall. 4 more here.
Engaging your powerhouse is key to maintaining proper body alignment.
Let's build on those double plies. Take it down, press up, drop back down, bring it in. Down, lift up, down and in. Let's do 4 more. Create big movements, create more heat. Looking good.
Keep your feet turned out only as far as feels comfortable.
Okay, let's add those outer leg lifts. Ready, here we go. Take it down, lift up, back down and in. Keep sweeping those arms up, down, pull them in. Great, balance. Back down, pull it in. Make sure you're breathing. Last 4 here. Good, lift.
The general rule for proper Pilates breathing is to inhale on the initiation of movement and exhale on the exertion.
Okay, last one. Great. Now bring those feet together, parallel them out. Spinal twist, here we go. Now this can be a balancing exercise as well. Take that bottom foot that you're slightly tapping on and just kind of raise it up just a little bit. Try to put more of the weight on the supporting leg. Exhale. Here we go. Almost there. Okay, last one. Great, release those arms back down. Get ready for those prances, stretching out that calf. Here we go, just alternate. Great. Stretch those calves, stand tall, engage the core, shoulder blades are down. Let's add those arms. Here we go, bring them up. Nice, squeeze strong arms. Lift. Last 4.
Do not allow yourself to become dehydrated. Always keep water nearby.
Great job. Release those arms. Open those feet back out to that Pilates stance and just take a breath. That was great. Go ahead and step it out to a nice wide stance. Moving on to Pilates rockers, one of my favorite exercises. Stay here and watch me. I'm going to bring my arms up into a big gigantic X. I'm just going to create core strength right around my waist. I'm going to just drop my knees and then rock to one side, bring it center, and over to the other side. Arms up, engage your core, stand tall. Let's do 8 together. Bend those knees, down, lift up, down, and up. Good. Tighten up your stomach, drawing the navel to the spine.
To get used to this exercise, try lowering your legs and keeping your hands on your hips.
Now, last one. I want you to go over one more time and just hold that pose. Engage your stomach. Beautiful. Now, lower that leg. Elongate that right arm up. Stay here and watch me. I'm going to do a crisscross. Come across my body and extend it back out. Go ahead and join me for 8. Inhale and exhale. Great. And in. This works the external obliques as well as trim that waistline. So engage that core. Now last one, move it back to those rockers. Press down, tilt over, down, and over. Good job. Elongate that spine. 4 more. Now bring it over to that other side and hold the pose. Engage, good. Lengthen and reach. Get ready for those crisscross for 8. Here we go. Bring it in, lengthen out. In. Good. Remember the external obliques as well as trimming that waistline. Really work it.
When you're ready for a challenge, try lifting your outstretched leg off the floor to further engage your core.
And reach. Good. Lower that leg out to that wide stance. Place your hands on your hips. Moving into what I call pump and lifts. Watch me for the first one and then join in with me. I'm just going to drop down for 3, then lift up and squeeze. Ready? Let's do 4 like this, and then we'll keep building on. Here we go. Drop down, 2, 3. Just straighten and squeeze your glutes. Down. Good. Straighten and squeeze. 2 more here. Let's build on. So in this next set, we're going to go up into a releve. Ready? Lift up onto your toes and drop your heels. Down. Lift up and drop. Down, up, good. Last one, building on, take those arms out. Let's add those in. Now when you go up to the releve, lift up, down, good. Lift those arms, up, squeeze, drop. Just one more. And hold. Awesome, shake those legs out. That can be pretty good on those legs. Bring those legs into parallel. Moving into leg circles. This is a classic Pilates exercise. It's great for strengthening the hip and bringing mobility into that joint. Watch me, I'll demonstrate the first one. I'm just gonna step and circle, alternating sides. Get ready, starting to your right, circling with your left. Ready? Step and circle. Now I'm not looking for a very high circle, just something to rotate through that hip joint.
Focus on controlling the circle and keeping the size of the circle consistent with every rotation.
Now, as you bring the second one around, circle it behind you. Step on it. Now, elongate that body. Stay here and hold that stretch while I demonstrate a side crunch. Just going to bring my knee and elbow together. I'm going to lengthen back out. So we're crunching that side. Let's try 8. And up. Good. Squeeze and lift. Now I think this crunch is as important as that stretch. So straighten and lengthen. Squeeze. Good. Last 2. And hold. Bring that arm down. Bring those feet back to Pilates stance. Let's repeat this to the left. Step left and circle. Step right. Good. Again, not too worried about how high you kick that circle. Just rotate through that hip joint.
Try staring at a point directly in front of you to help with balance.
Okay, now last one. Step that foot behind. Stretch and elongate that waistline. Let's do side crunches for 8. Bring it in, stretch it out. In and stretch. Think of bringing your ribs and hips together. Now elongate. Good. 4 more. And hold. Great. Bring those arms down. Step those feet back in parallel. Stay here. Moving into leg kicks. This is a classic Pilates exercise. I'm going to strengthen my quad here and then stretch it behind. So get ready. We're going to do 8 on the right and then repeat it on the left. Hands on your hips. Stand tall. Engage your core. Let's work it. Here we go. Lift it up. Pump for 2. Then elongate and stretch. Great. Pump for 2. Nice. So you're strengthening on that quad muscle. Squeeze hard, then stretch it out. Again, Pilates is all about strengthening and also stretching. 4 more.
Modify this exercise by using a chair, but remember to keep your standing knees slightly bent and your core engaged.
Stand tall. Okay, just 1 more, then we'll move it over to the other side. Lengthen. Here we go. Lift it up. Squeeze on that quadricep. Now stretch it out. Engage your core. Stand tall. Lift and reach. Good. Elongate through that spine and that neck. Almost there. Just 1 more. Great. Go ahead and take a recovery stretch. Just want you to take a nice deep breath in as you arch your spine. Roll it down. Now round and roll it all the way up. Inhale as you arch it down. Take your time. Now engage your core. Roll it up. Let's do 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Roll and recover. Last one. Down. Roll it up. Great job on your standing Pilates. Grab a mat and we'll continue. Let's keep that burn going. Now as we bring it down to do our floor work, stay engaged. Remember to draw that navel deep to the spine and the spine to the floor. This will protect your lower back as well as strengthen that powerhouse. Make sure your breath flows in and out.